Hello, it's now Tuesday. It's been 2 days since my half marathon trail run. Oh, that was a rough one. That was a really rough one. I was exhausted that night. Yeah, I was wiped out that night. I think I was in bed just after 9 o'clock, and my wife said that I fell straight to sleep, which is unusual for me. But a bit to unpick there. Some lessons learnt. It actually turns out to be quite a valuable run. Which way should I go today? We'll go right. Yeah, so a lot of valuable lessons were learnt actually, which, you know, I've got to take whatever positives I can get from it. The first thing of value there was I didn't give up. I had a really crappy day. Nothing to do with the distance. The distance is fine for me now. I can run that far. I've done it a number of times. But I didn't react well to the heat. I think that's the bottom line. I didn't react well to the heat. Now, short of just getting back out there and practicing running in the heat, I don't know what else to do to counteract that. Maybe I need to look at some methods to cool down. But I guess the biggest difference though, because the concern at the moment is obviously just the ultra, and I can do this on the ultra anytime I want, for as long as I want. Because it's a 24-hour event, I couldn't run for 24 hours if I tried, you know. I don't need to run for 24 hours, you know, that's the idea, is run, walk. So hopefully that alone will help me, that'll help keep my heart rate lower and keep me cooler. I also learnt that carrying water was a good decision, especially on Sunday, because there's 2 water stations, I think it was 2, which were basically every 5 kilometers, which for me that day was too far apart. You know, I basically finished my 2 bottles as well out on the route. I timed it about right, to be fair. Maybe I could have done with more. Again, come the ultra, water and nutrition are gonna be there when I want them, because I'll carry it. As well as using the refueling stations, I'll carry it. It's weird though, isn't it? You go through all that pain. I was in absolute agony. But you get home, you look back on it. I really enjoyed it. It was actually really good fun. It's bizarre, isn't it? The thing was, my feet were fine, my legs were fine, everything was fine. I just didn't have anything. It was weird. The muscles in my legs, everything were not achy or anything like that. No cramping. The next day there was no DOMs. Felt absolutely fine. My engine just didn't have anything to give that day. So I'm going to put that down to like a car when it overheats. My engine overheated. That's all I can really put it down to. I might be talking out my backside, but I don't know. Oh, and another. This one's amazing. This one is really to you guys that watch these videos. That half marathon video comment section, wow, it really shows me how good the running community is, how welcoming they are, how supportive they are. I got some amazing messages and I do read them all. In fact, I think I do reply to them all. If I have missed one, I'm sorry, I've not meant to, but I'm pretty sure I've replied to them all. But they really help, more than you know. And I know some of the people have put messages in there saying my videos are helping them, which is amazing to hear. It's amazing to hear, you know, if one person gets anything out of my video, then it's all been worth recording. But I also get a lot back from it, that's the thing. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, you'll know that I didn't set this channel up to try and grow it as a channel necessarily. I set it up just to record my own journey. I wanted to look back on it myself. But people started watching, so I kept on going with it. Or I'm keeping on going with it. And every one of their messages I get, oh, they help. I feel like I need to address the little elephant in the room as well. Today was a pretty special day for the channel. Today, we hit 1,000 subscribers. We hit 1,000 subscribers. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming at all. It's nuts. I'm gonna get this wrong, but the person that was a 1,000th subscriber, I believe his name is Sergey. Sergey, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. But Sergey put a little comment in the last video, basically saying that he was the 1,000th subscriber. So thank you, mate. Top dollar. That's all. That's beyond words. I don't know what this middle-aged fat old fella's got to offer anybody. You're all making my day, to be fair. Spurring me along, keeping me going. Because, you know, I've got no doubt that the channel itself is part of the reason I'm being able to carry on. And again, I said this at the beginning of the journey. I wanted the channel to make me accountable. Not accountable to any individual, but just accountable to myself. And I said to myself, we're going to upload at least once a week. I've missed 1 week out since it all started, a couple of weeks ago. But I just said to myself, if I keep myself accountable, post a video every week, and it will help me on the journey. And I think you guys interacting with me and each other, that's awesome to see as well. Well, that's really helped keeping me accountable as well. It doesn't make me feel like I've got a duty to do it, and I don't want it to make it feel like I've got a duty to do it, because it's not a job. It just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It does spur me on. So thanks, guys. All 1,000 of you. I did actually have a think the other week, you know, because I could obviously see we were getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers. And I thought to myself, you know, I should mark it by doing something. I was going to set myself a little mini challenge. And so I was coming up, okay, what can I do that's 1,000 of something? And the only real thing that I thought I could do was 1,000 meters. See how fast I can do a kilometer. And I'd love to give that a go right now, but if I'm honest, it's too close to the ultra to start messing around with fast stuff like that. Because in my mind, when I could see we were getting closer, I thought, well, we'll get the ultra out of the way. I thought maybe the ultra video might get us up above 1,000, and then after that I can start playing with the speed stuff. But we hit 1,000 quicker than I expected. Nice surprise. It's not a complaint. That's a nice surprise. So you're gonna have to make do with me just coming out on this little gentle jog, this little walk jog, which is probably going to be around the 5k mark. You might notice I'm wearing my Apple AirPods again. If you hadn't seen it, a few weeks back I did a little review of some headphones by Sound Peeps. Cracking little pair of headphones. for running. And I did say I would keep using them. I wasn't lying, but unfortunately they've broken. They just won't turn on anymore. So I'm not really sure what I should be doing now. In fact, leave down in the comments what you think's the right thing for me to do. So I contacted Soundpeats and explained to them that they've stopped working. Would you like me to send them back to you so you can have a look at them, or shall I just get rid of them? Now, I offered to send them back because I didn't want them to think I was trying to get another pair out of them for free, you know. But they just replied and said, don't worry, we don't want them back. So I'm not expecting to get a free replacement. I didn't buy them in the first place. But I was just disappointed that the battery didn't hold out. Or it might not have been the battery, I don't know. But just disappointed they didn't hold out and they no longer turn on. So I think that makes it hard for me to recommend them anymore. Now, as a headphone, I meant everything I said about them. They're a good headphone. But I don't know if I should maybe be removing that video or putting a note on there explaining what had happened. If I put a note on at the end of the video, because I still say they're a great headset. They, for the price that you pay, they're ideal. Why don't I buy a set myself and replace them? Well, because honestly I don't need to. I've got a couple of pairs of headphones. I wear the AirPods the most. My Beats, I actually did a little upgrade on my Power Beats the other day. I've got the Power Beats Pro because they keep dying after half an hour, but after the update the other day they actually last an hour now, which this isn't long enough, but if I'm just doing a shorter run I could use them for that. So that's why I haven't replaced them. But if I was in the market for a cheap budget pair of headphones, I'd still be buying the Soundpeats and giving them a try. I guess at least if you buy them and something goes wrong, you've got something you can do about it. So I'll leave that up to you to decide. And if anyone did order them, or has ordered them, or has got a pair, let me know how you get on with them. What do the next few weeks bring? So the other day on my Strava, Alec put a message on there asking me what my plans were for a taper, and I quite honestly said to him that I didn't know right now. I hadn't really thought about it, and I hadn't, but I think I have to now. I've got a big run coming up this weekend. It'll be my furthest distance yet. More on that on the weekend. But then I have to start thinking now, right, how do we taper? How long does a taper need to be? What does a taper look like? So again, I welcome any tips that you've got for me. I'll Google it and have a look online to see the best way for me to taper. It's weird because I had that 8 days where I didn't run the other week through work and all that. I almost feel like I've backtracked a bit. I know I haven't, and I'm not going to go out there and try and make anything up, but I almost feel like doing a taper would be cheeky. I know I have to. Can't turn up tired. We'll get the next couple of weeks out of the way, and then we'll go into some form of taper. Was it 4 weeks to go? 4.5 weeks to go? Something like that. That ain't long, is it? That's a bit scary. If anybody has done Endure 24, particularly if you've done the one in Leeds, or you've done any other 24-hour run, any tips and tricks you've got for me, they're all welcome too. Now obviously I'm aware we need to be doing a run-walk method and all that, and it's by all accounts it's more of an eating competition. Well, I'll be good at that. Keeping yourself fueled. But if there's anything that maybe isn't so obvious, right, little things. How often should I be changing my socks? Is wait until they're uncomfortable too late? How often should I do it? every couple of hours or more? Not at all. Is that just a personal thing? Same with footwear. Should I be changing it? Should I just run in the same shoes all the way around? I'll be taking a few pairs with me, I guess, to see which is best for the terrain. All tips and tricks welcome. Do you know, I was only going to do a few clips tonight and then stick a video together through the week. But I've asked a lot of questions, and I think maybe I'll just put this out as it is. I don't know if it's going to be a long video, a short video, or what, but yeah, I think I'll just stick this one up anyway. So it might not be much of a video, but I'm hoping I can get some feedback. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to sign off. I'll stick the details of this run on the screen so you can see. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope your training's going well. Stick with it. I'll catch up with you soon.